Today, on a Games A.D. special episode, we're taking a look at the Retro-Bit Tribute 64 controller for the Nintendo 64 game console. This controller is inspired by the Hori Minipad, a highly thought of and now desirable third-party controller released during the original lifetime of the N64. In 2020, is this controller a good investment for the retro gamer? Let's take a closer look and find out. First, the controls have been rearranged from the original configuration. Gone is the middle prong of the original design, with the premium Japanese analog stick now in a more prominent left thumb position, with the D-pad relegated to the middle of the controller. More on that later. The Z button is now on either side of the top of the controller, with the L and R buttons. This is very similar to current controllers, with bumper and trigger shoulder buttons. The face buttons all remain in a familiar position. The new layout and size of the Tribute 64 controller only take a few minutes to become accustomed to. What took me a bit longer to get used to is the sensitive analog stick. It lives up to its precise billing. If your current N64 controller is a worn-in old favorite, it may take you a few rounds in a game like Mario Kart 64 to regain your winning ways. In the action games I tried, the sensitivity of the stick was less noticeable, but still a boon to precise gameplay. I felt I had better control of Link and Mario than ever before. The button layout did not get in the way of gameplay at all. However, my diminished skills probably did. Returning to the subject of the D-pad, while it is a nice feeling and quality unit, the placement combined with the small size of the controller make it less than ideal for the excellent AKI pro wrestling games, such as WWF No Mercy seen here. These classic games use the D-pad for movement, while the analog stick is reserved for taunting your opponent or appealing to the crowd, a mechanic that unlocks your finishing move when your character's spirit meter is high enough. Because of this, I cannot recommend this controller for that series of wrestling games. Overall, the Tribute 64 controller is well built and definitely worth the $25 they sell for. Buying used retro game console controllers can be a real gamble, especially Nintendo 64, which even 20 years ago were notorious for their worn-out, floppy analog sticks. If you're in the market for a replacement N64 controller, and you already own a standard one for your AKI wrestling games, then I can highly recommend the Tribute 64 by Retro-Bit. Thanks for watching.